Awakening on a spiritual level is not a subtle process, a gentle zephyr or a tranquil dawn. It represents an earthquake represents a quiet yet profound collapse that originates from within and dismantles all that exists. You previously referred to as truth, you do not navigate smoothly. Into awakening, you are forcibly extracted from the. Envision a day when you find yourself effortlessly gliding through the ether, in light of the prevailing circumstances of the world and subsequently, you find yourself breathless, standing still, motionless as the world persists around you. Initially, one might perceive that something is. What is amiss with you? Why does the world seem such overwhelming noise, so insincere, so detached? What is the reason behind this? The objects of your former affection now evoke. Why do those who are nearest to you feel so empty? The distance feels so great that the moment seems absent. Madness, it signifies the emergence of consciousness, as Carl Jung once articulated. The greatest opportunity in life is to realize one's true self. You genuinely becoming who you are entails, disassembling the facade of your identity, permitting the borrowed, false identities. Convictions and ingrained roles are deeply entrenched. The blaze of veracity, and yet no one is adequately equipped. Thank you for that intense experience. It is seldom that one is forewarned about such matters. Enlightenment. True awakening transcends mere lightness and bliss, an everlasting tranquility, yet instead the utmost, the most unvarnished form of truth you will ever experience. It involves confronting each falsehood. You have repeatedly assured yourself that every injury you have, concealed within every accomplishment, the uncertainty you concealed within, the execution and the reality that visibility exists, disorienting. It resembles traversing through the residence you have occupied for an extended period and unexpectedly coming to the awareness that each space is occupied, utilizing the furnishings of another individual, the thoughts of others, the recollections of another. The furniture must be repositioned in relation to the walls, repainted, and at last you are compelled to make a decision. What is appropriate and what is not? Reconstruction proves to be a taxing endeavor due to its inherent complexities, necessitates an encounter with your own self for the first occasion, and to acknowledge that you have never. Indeed, there is a lack of genuine understanding regarding the identity in question, completely, and that reality can resonate as. However, within that act of betrayal lies. Additionally, emancipation transcends the facade you present, never existed, and what lies beneath the mask evokes a sense of terror solely due to its inherent qualities. Liberation and autonomy when one has experienced. Chains evoke a sensation akin to death prior to experiencing, akin to a renaissance. The initial shadowy aspect of spiritual awakening manifests as a state of confusion rather than clarity, an ephemeral state of bewilderment that dissipates, following a restorative night of slumber. Yet the discomfort persists in the bone, profound and unsettling confusion that deconstructs the framework of all that exists. You believe to be genuine, it is revered. Disorientation is neither an error nor a obstacle yet the commencement of your internal compass whirls unrestrainedly, and the significant features of your inner and the external realm disintegrates piece by piece. You arise and find yourself unacquainted with your own reflections. The principles you previously cherished commence to evoke a sense of unfamiliarity. The dialogues you once found pleasure in now feels devoid of substance. The profession you immersed yourself in, the spiritual convictions that previously inspired you now perceive yourself as somewhat antiquated, garments that have become ill-fitting. This is not. Regression is not merely a breakdown. It is a removing layers in the context of Jungian theory. This represents the emergence of the self advancing, in opposition to the fragile barriers of identity. You have transcended your previous mental state. At ease within the capacities you assumed, is currently in a state of upheaval. It seeks veracity, requires genuineness, and that requirement is intensely. Your dreams take on a more vivid quality, imbued with meanings that remain elusive to you.